Watch this. She knew what she knew.
Yes.
Okay. And when you know what you know,
Yes, sir.
and when you know who you know, I said, what you give to God, I said, you just give it to him and leave it there. See, I'm looking at some of y'all, and you look stressed. That shouldn't be so. I'm looking at some of y'all, you can't shout, you can't smile.
Come on now.
You look. Whoa.
Come on, Pastor. Had the right
You
guy.
know the kind of power you had backing you up. Y'all ain't said that. I'm telling you, it's about knowing. If you know who was on your side. I don't have time. When I look at Psalm 34, it's about a man who knows something. Tell you, Psalm 34 is written by the sweet psalms of Israel by the name of David. Psalm 34 is written in retrospect. It means he's looking back. And sometimes the best way to go forward is to look back. All right, come on now. David is looking back. It's in retrospect. He's looking back at something that happened in his life. Here it is, and I'm the Saul, who was king of Israel. And by that time, Saul wanted to kill David. Here's the reason why. David didn't do nobody wrong. Jealousy. Can I tell you, jealousy is a terrible thing. Jealousy will make folks hate you, don't even know you. You understand? Jealousy will make people talk about you, ain't never even talk to you. You understand? Jealousy will have folks looking at you out the side of that neck, down their nose, and you ain't getting nothing.
Yes, it will.
Jealousy will make folks take a rumor they know ain't true.
Come on now.
And pass it on, y'all.
Say it, Pastor.
David had did a Herculean task when he killed Goliath. And Saul was all right until the women started singing.
Come on now.
When women get on another man's side, it makes you feel some type of way. The women start singing, Saul has killed his 1,000, but David has killed his 10,000. And when Saul heard that, he got angry. And so now you understand, at the time of the text, David is running for his life. And Saul is after him, trying to kill him because he's jealous of him. And so David goes to a town they call Gath. Now that's a Philistine country, and you know the king of that country was Ahimelech. Now Ahimelech was not David's friend, he was David's enemy. And so you understand, he's in enemy territory, and David knows that the enemy is living with him and the enemy is coming after him. So what do you do when you sleep with the enemy and you live with the enemy and you run from the enemy? No, you ain't saying nothing here. And so David had a wonderful idea. He made up his mind he was going to be an actor. In 1 Samuel 21, David begins to act like he's a crazy man, because in that time they thought it was a sin to kill a crazy man. David started acting crazy. He started scratching on the door. 1 Samuel 21. He started letting drool run down his beard. I'm in Psalm 1 Samuel 21. He started acting like he was insane. And when the king saw that, he said to his men, he said, this man is insane. So why y'all bring a crazy man in my tent? To get this man away from here. I said, David keeps his life by acting crazy. All right. What's up? Go ahead. That's a good point for some of y'all. Some of y'all ain't acting. You really are crazy. Can I tell you, crazy can keep you out of some stuff. You better read the Bible. Crazy got the man out of this situation, and he goes into a den, and all the other crazy people followed behind him. And when the other crazy people followed behind him, they built a mighty army. See, God can take what looks like nothing and turn it into something. What you thought was a mess, God will give you a masterpiece. What you thought was a burden, God will make it a blessing. Y'all ain't saying that. And so when he gets to Psalm 34, he's thinking about that situation where he could have lost his life. He says, but the reason I didn't lose my life, he says, let me testify. In verse verse 17, he says, the righteous cries out and the Lord hears them and delivers him from his trouble. Now watch the text, Tasha. Don't you run past that too fast. The text says, when the righteous cries, watch this, the Lord hears. And somebody here today, you've been crying out, but you're frustrated because it don't look like he's been hearing you. Yeah. The reason you feel like he ain't hearing you is because he ain't saying nothing to you. You say to me, Jones, I keep calling heaven, but heaven ain't answering the phone. I keep talking to God, and God ain't talking to me. Well, I thought about it last week when I was a kid.
Yes, sir.
And I used to say something to my mama. Sometimes mama wouldn't respond.
Go ahead.
So because she didn't respond, I repeated what I said. Sometimes I'd say it 2 or 3 times, and eventually she'd get agitated and say, Jones, I heard you. Somebody knows my mama. Said, I heard you the first time. And come here, God told me to tell somebody, you've been calling out to me, and I ain't said nothing, but can I tell you, I heard you the first time. Yeah, and just because I ain't saying nothing don't mean I ain't doing nothing. Sometimes God works behind the scenes, and you just gotta act like you know. Even when he ain't said nothing to you, act like you know he's gonna pay that bill. Act like you know he's gonna heal you. I need some help in this house. Somebody here that can just act like you. Watch this. Watch this. Faith is the substance. Hurry, son. Of things
Unseen.
hoped for. The evidence of things I said. Faith is when you step out on nothing. And you believe by the time your feet touch down, something is going to be there. I don't have time. Thank you so much. 3 things. I gave you drive-by shooting points last Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Let me put some meat on this. 3 things I saw in the text. Prior to this, let me give it to you real quick and I'm done. When I look at verse 19, because I ain't have time to treat 18, so let's just skip to 19. First thing I saw in verse 19, I told you last week, I see a plethora of problems.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Text says many.
All right.
Yeah, you know, a plethora means a lot.
Yeah. All right.
Church they got quiet.
Yes, sir.
David says straight up, don't let nobody fool you. Take it from me,
Yes, sir.
you gonna have some problems.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, it's crazy to think
Yes, sir. Preach.
that you're gonna live your holy life
Talk now. Talk now. Come on.
grinning and skinning all the time. No, it's crazy to think every Sunday you come here, you're gonna feel like lifting your hand.
Come on now.
It's crazy to think every time somebody asks you how you're doing, your response is gonna be, I'm blessed.
Go ahead, John.
Y'all ain't gonna help me. David says many are the afflictions, and here's what I understand about afflictions. They are unavoidable. In other words, you can't pray your way around them. You can't fast your way around them. You can't pay your way out. I don't care how much tithe you give. You can't buy yourself out of trouble. They are unavoidable. But not only are they unavoidable, Ruby, troubles and afflictions are unpredictable, which means you don't know when they're going to come, and you don't know how they're going to come, but you do know they're going to come. Y'all ain't saying you got to stay ready. And if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Y'all ain't talk to me. You got to be stay ready for them. They are unavoidable, they're unpredictable, but then afflictions are unenjoyable.
Yes, sir.
In other words, when you go through what you go through, ain't nothing gonna feel good about it.
All right now.
Yes, sir.
And we've created a feel-good religion.
Talk now. Talk. Preach.
So we do stuff based on
How we feel.
how we feel.
Talk.
So if I feel good this Sunday, I might pay my tithe.
Talk now.
If I have a bad week,
Come on now. You telling the truth. Come on, Pastor.
we praise God based on
How
how
you
we feel.
feel.
So this Sunday, can't nobody beat you holler.
Come on now.
Next Sunday, can't nobody get you out the pew. Yo, I don't know what kind of religion is that you got, but David says, I'll bless the Lord at
All right.
Thank you, Joan. I saw a plethora of problems. But then I told you last week, after I saw a plethora of problems, I was perplexed because of the person.
Yeah.
Perplexed means confused.